Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing my completion review of the diamond painting of this image here. But first, I'm going to be doing more of a brief review of the diamond painting of this image here first. These both are from Dreamer Designs. I did actually buy them at the same time. Yeah, I bought them both in October 2021. And I had done this one first, and I realized I have not done my completion review of it, mainly because normally my completion reviews come with a framing or putting in my art portfolio, but I don't have an art portfolio big enough for this, and I'm not framing this at this time. So I'm just going to do my brief review of this because it's actually been a while for me. I finished this back in December 2021, and it's already April 2022, so I might not remember things because I could only remember so many after I've done 20 or so more diamond paintings after this. So yeah. So this diamond painting here is The Christmas House by Dominic Davison. It's from Dreamer Designs. I paid $41.98. And that's how much it was at the time. I probably had coupons for it, and yeah, there would be more details in the unboxing, which I don't remember anymore. So I got this back in October 2021. It's a 60 by 80 centimeter diamond painting. This was finish 193 for me, and my 141st finish in 2021. There were 52 colors, and these were squares, and 3 of them were ABs. This was on poured glue, and there were DMCs, and this took me 15 days to complete. And at the time when I did this, I did not I didn't record how long how many hours I diamond painted this. So let's show you the finish. Let me move you up, lots of up. So it's still in here. This is how I've been storing it. So this is like the canvas, the canvas bag that Dreamer Designs provides for their diamond paintings, and I just pretty much had it in here, hanging on a hook on my door. And yes, I probably didn't put it away the nicest. So when you do this, you should roll it the other direction with the drills on the outside. So I did. There you go. It's actually hailing right now. I don't know if you can hear it, which is weird because like 2 days ago it was 70 degrees and then now it's hailing. So yeah, here is this finish. This is probably as high as I'm going to be able to show it to you. If I move you forward, you can see the bottom, but I can't go any higher. I think this might be it. So yeah, pretty much. This is why I could only do 50 by 70s or at most, because I can't fit it on my I can't go any higher. So yeah, I think this turned out absolutely beautiful. I am very happy with this. If I had just finished it earlier, I would have put this up and framed it during Christmas. It was just, I just finished it after Christmas, December 28th. And so yeah, it didn't get put up this Christmas, but I plan to put it up for next Christmas. So yeah, that's when I will, what do you call that? Frame it for when it gets closer to Christmas 2022 and not Christmas 2021. So yeah, this is only the second time, or this was the first time I did a 60 by 80. I had previously done a 60 by 75, and I have also since done another 60 by 80, which you've already seen the review of. That was my diamond painting shop diamond painting. So yeah, I don't tend to do that many of these big ones. This one, I just really like the image, so I will do the big ones when I like the image. So I did add my own bling. I'm not sure if you could tell, but the ornaments on the tree are actually crystal rhinestones. The lights in the background here are crystal rhinestones here. These ones up here, here, and there. And then I also added some crystal rhinestones to the ornaments in the wreath, and then this, I think this is garland. And then I also added it to the Christmas tree here, and then to this wreath down there. I also added one more AB. I added one of the purple ABs. It was no, I didn't. Yeah, one of the purples here in the tree here, I added a purple AB, but I replaced, let me move you down. So you could see, my rhinestones here, and then I had rhinestones in the tree here. And yeah, so I did add the rhinestones, and I also added a purple AB to replace 3042, but I used AB 210. And that's the extent of what I changed. Everything else was exactly how it was originally rendered. So other than me replacing certain things like to bling up this tree here, I don't know if you see, these are rhinestones here. And then the rhinestones in the lights here. I just like how rhinestones in the lights look. So what were my comments? What did I say? So I did say I replaced AB 210. I replaced 3042 with AB 210 because I just thought they looked similar enough. Okay, so one of the colors, the drills were stuck together. I don't remember anymore, but I find that happens more often with the resin drills, so where you could see them stuck together. And how I usually handle that is I would get 2 of these green trays. I'd pour the drills into the bottom tray, and then I'd get the top tray and put it on top, and then I'd do this. I'm making up stupid sound effects, and then it would like squish them together, and you would be able to unstick them. Let me see. 3799. I said 3799 was stuck together, so yeah. Apparently there was also static in there, so I don't know if you can tell that, if it'll focus. A lot of them are stuck together there. So yeah, what I would do is just that. That's probably better than my stupid sound effects, right? Because I am not a sound effect maker. So yeah, that's what I end up having to do. It must have been bad enough that I wrote it, because lots of times I notice it, but I don't write about it if it wasn't too bad, or if I was able to diamond paint it with the ones that were not stuck together. But I must have had to do that to have enough to diamond paint it. But I still have enough in there. So yeah, there must have not have been enough for me to diamond paint it. And there's lots of trash. I wrote that, but I noticed that in resin drills, they tend to have more trash. And then the canvas phrase at the edges. So this was something I noticed. Like, I don't know if you could tell. So they do have, Dreamer Designs does this like different canvas. Their canvas it feels expensive. Like, it's not like the typical like plasticky canvas you get from regular cheaper diamond paintings, the budget diamond paintings. And then, they do this whole like stitching at the edges, and then they do the scallop thingies. The problem with their canvas is, it like flakes off. I'm not sure if you could tell. See, it flakes off. And the problem with that is, even though they did this here, is when it flakes off and you're doing such a big one, you get these white flakes suddenly flying into your canvas on the adhesive. So, and I had the same problem with the next diamond painting. So yeah, that's the one thing, is I do like how it feels. I actually kind of prefer this over these velvet canvases, the soft backing velvet canvases. But what I don't like is, like I said, it's, if you could do this and get like flecks of the canvas, and then that flecks fly into the canvas, then you're like, So yeah, that was my main thing with this. Otherwise, I had, there is gapping. There is always, like, I'm trying to find a place that it's more obvious. It's actually not that bad on it. I've had worse. So in the whole scope of things, it's not as bad as I've had. So gapping wise, it's decent. I would give it like 5 being awesome with no gaps, 4 being no gaps but a little bit of popping, and 3 being there are some gaps but it's fine with no popping. I would give this more a 3. 1 is like where it's just horrible and I have gapping and popping, and 2 is where I have gapping and popping but it wasn't so bad. So this one was, there is gapping but it's not too bad, and there is no popping. Oh, and like 2 would probably be like, no wait, what did I say? Okay, so if I was gonna do, see, this is why I don't do the numbers. So if I was gonna do 5 as in there's barely any gapping and it has no popping either, that's 5. 4 would be barely any gapping with a little bit of popping. 3 would be like no popping, a little bit of gapping. So this would be more a 3. And 2 would be like lots of gapping but no popping, and 1 is gapping and popping, because it's like, it can happen. But yeah, I thought in the whole scope of things, while I could see the gapping, it's not the worst I've had, but it's not, I've had very minimal gapping diamond paintings that don't pop. So yeah, and so far I've only found them on AliExpress, so I know it's possible. So let me move you back up so that I could put this out of the way. I will roll that up after the video. So yeah, since that one was such a long time ago, I don't remember everything that happened anymore. So I was like, let's just kind of show it to you and tell you what I thought about it. But the main thing, the main star of this video is going to be this diamond painting. This is, even though I've already been at 12 minutes, this is Purple Tulips by Alyssa Carey. It's from Dreamer Designs. They do license their diamond paintings. So I paid $27.99, and it's a 40 by 50. With full drill coverage, poured glue, 53 colors. These are squares also. I tend to only really buy squares from these more premium diamond painting companies because squares are my favorite. So if I pay more money, I'm gonna buy square. If I'm gonna pay more money, they're gonna be squares. And if the premium diamond painting company can't do squares, then they're not really that good of a premium diamond painting company. I don't know. So there were 3 ABs. These do have DMC codes. I kitted this up back in March. And I finished this on April 7, 2022. This took me 8 days to complete. And it took me 25 hours and 7 minutes in total. So yeah. Okay. I did a whole bunch of things to it, and I'll talk about it after I show it to you. So here it is. Did I put the camera up high enough? Well, just a tiny bit more up. There you go. So yeah, there it is. So this one is Purple Tulips. These are squares. And I just finished this like 2 days ago for me. It's very stuck in my brain. And I actually did this all in one, kept going. I didn't stop. Like sometimes 40 by 50s, I stop periodically, but no, this one I did fully went through. So yeah, I think this one turned out very pretty. I personally am very happy with how it turned out. The color scheme I thought was a little bit different than the original image. Like, the original image, there's the original image, and here's the finished picture. So I thought the color scheme was a tiny bit different, but it's not horribly different. What was funny is, like, if you've seen a Dreamer Designs canvas, their canvas is very saturated. Their background picture is very saturated. So you actually, so it's more I don't know, dark in not dark, but I don't know. I think what you know what I mean by like saturated. Like the color is so much more bam on the canvas than the actual drills are. So when you actually put the drills on, you can see the color difference, which was great because then you don't miss any pieces, because usually after I finish a diamond painting, I put it up to the light and I'm like, oh, I missed that, I missed that, I missed that, and I missed that, because the background color is like exactly like the drills. Well, this one, the background color was actually significantly different. I noticed that a lot when I was like, man, this background color is really different than the actual drill that you put on there. So it kind of made it like where you're diamond painting it and you kind of felt like you were actually doing something, because the background image was like such a different enough of a color that you're like, oh, that looks nice. Okay, I don't know. That's what I noticed when I was diamond painting this. So yeah, I think this turned out, I think, really, really pretty. I'm very happy with it. I did end up adding a lot of ABs because I was going through. So what I do, because I have a lot of ABs. I bought at some point 1 kilogram of AB drills from AliExpress, and I asked them for all of their colors, and I think they gave me 60 colors. So I have 60 AB colors. So then I went through my drills here, and then I put like a red dot next to everything that I had the AB color for. And then after that, after I figured that out, I started like picking them up and was like, huh, is that in a nice place to replace, kind of thing. That's what I ended up doing. So yeah. I didn't end up using all of them because I had a lot that I could have done. But I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I added 9 more ABs. I actually replaced, I wanted a yellow AB, but I had none of the yellows in there. I had the AB4, so I replaced 3822 with 444. So yeah. So main ABs that I replaced is a lot of the blue here. I mainly kind of wanted to replace one of the greens and I wanted to do a lot more of the blues that were in here. And then I did some pinks. Yeah, I don't know. I just added like some ABs, but I tried not to do any of the predominant colors because it can drastically change your drill. And I also made sure when I replaced it that the AB and the original color matched pretty well, because the problem with ABs is sometimes, especially the darker ones, the AB coating looks drastically different than the real diamond painting color, So I try not to use anything too drastically different. So yeah, a lot more AB bling on this than what was on there, because I don't know, they had like 3 ABs, I think, on this. Yeah, 3 ABs. I did notice, okay, so what did I write? So I thought the rendering was good. The symbols were a little blurry. And I think that's the case for Dreamer Designs, just mainly because they have this weird canvas. And I don't know if whatever the ink they use to print on there is the best combination of the ink versus their canvas. So yeah. And I already told you my problem with their canvas in the fraying. So the stick, okay, so I did not notice this on the big one that I just did, but I know the big one was manufactured earlier than this one. Later than this one, so they might have changed something at the time. But this one, the glue was pretty slippery. It was kind of too slippery, so like if you were trying to nudge a piece, it might accidentally, which I did a couple times, where I nudged a piece and then suddenly three drills were flying off the canvas because I nudged it too hard. So the stick was good, but it's just a little bit too slippery for poured glue. And then I wrote the canvas phrase, but the drills were very good. I thought there was, because I think the last couple squares I've been doing were acrylic drills, so once you go back and do some resin drills, you're like, ooh, these are really awesome quality. And there is some gapping, and I noticed that the gapping in this one more than the other one, but it's not too bad. Like I said, it's not as horrible as I've had before. So And so yeah, I still give this that 3 in the amount of for the gapping, but like I said, the drills were awesome quality. The only thing is, I did notice, so since I was using a lot of my own ABs, I noticed that the coating on their ABs was not as much as the coating on the ABs that I had gotten from AliExpress. So yeah, that my drills that my AB drills that I had bought from AliExpress, I thought were better quality than the AB drills provided on this. But had I did not have those AB drills, I would not have probably complained. Like, let me see if I could zoom you in a tiny bit. Trying to see if I'll be able to find, because I know what colors. Okay, so I don't know if you know, this purple thing here is an AB, but the coating, the AB coating on it is so like minimal compared to like this is an AB I got from AliExpress, and it's, I thought, was way more prevalent than the coating on that. And I know some of the white was also an AB, and then they also had their own green AB if I could find it, because it was very minimal. Here, green AB, green AB. See, the green AB was actually the one that had like, was the most minimal, I thought, in the ABs that got added to this, and that's why I'm probably having a hard time finding it. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you could even tell, this here is the green AB, and that was what Dreamer Designs gave. But I mean, my own ABs were just that I bought just had a lot more coloring. Yeah, you can't even tell on camera that those are ABs, but they are. But yeah, no, I think if I was not using my own, oops, sorry. If I was not using my own ABs, I probably would not be doing this complaining. But yeah, so I just realized you might have turned upside down, so I might have to change the video, but we will see. Because my camera picture thing turned upside down, so I'm hoping that's not the case. But yeah, I think overall it looks really, really, really nice. So, okay, so main thing that drove me crazy is the symbols in this one, like these two. Like, those drove me crazy because, one, there were not that many of them. Two, they're both like practically the same color. And three, it's this half filled in circle, so when you're not doing it upright, or if you're doing it sideways, upside down, or anything, you just can't tell which one it is until you put it on the canvas and you put it in the right direction. You're like, okay, yeah, it's that one. That one drove me crazy. And then these two looked so similar on the canvas, even though one's green and one's purple. And it was kind of easier to tell which one to use based off of the color scheme of the stuff around it. But yeah, no, these look so similar these look pretty much the same on the canvas, because they're both a dark color and the canvas is so smaller. So they kind of just look black with a white triangle, a white carrot on there. Those made me go crazy. So those were the main ones. Everything else, although there's symbols, it was not too bad. And I actually had a good amount of letters in this one too. So it was, yeah, it worked out. But yeah, those ones drove me crazy. So I'm going to frame this. So let me move you up here. I had to pause for a while and get my frame because I forgot to bring it in. So I'm going to cut it out first. So I don't know if you know this, but Dreamer Designs does have like this extra edge here. Do you see? What's my, how big is this? Where's my, because I know the frame is a 16 by 20, so where is 20? Okay, so this actually might be too small for the, I mean, yeah. 16. So it was just more a question of, am I going to include this extra edge? And I will, just because. That's why I was testing it, because I have a 16 by 20 inch frame right next to me. And let's see. I'm just hoping it's the lip around the painting is going to be big enough. I mean, a lip around the frame will be big enough to hold this. Let me turn it around. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't fray too much. I did put clear tape on the edges, because while I was going to put, like, you know, masking tape, but I didn't want to ruin this nice edging here, so, and I thought and I actually did a calculation. Is my clear tape that I got from the Dollar Tree cheaper than my masking tape? And it actually is by the length. So I might just use clear tape instead of masking tape on the edges. And that was with the Dollar Tree going to $1.25. Yes. Because Dollar Tree is no longer a dollar. I wonder if it'll fray actually less with it being a straight edge as opposed to that scalloped edge. But yeah, like I said, there is some clear tape there, so hopefully it will hold it a little bit together more. Man, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the canvas or it's my ruler, but this bottom edge is not straight. So the picture isn't straight on the bottom edge of this canvas. So okay. Yeah, I don't know. See, you see some extra color there, but no color there and then none there. But yeah, that could just be how it gets printed on the canvas. So let's put in this into my journal. Perhaps I should use the rotary cutter for this, but I'm afraid of doing it on the smaller pieces. Oh, and this one, the drill, the labels were actually pretty removable, so it kind of kept coming off of my masking tape, if you saw my kitting up of this. But then the newer versions of Dreamer Designs come with labels. Like the big one that I was doing here came with labels. The Christmas one, while these ones came with labels that were already cut out, while this one came with the strip of labels instead. So yeah. Okay. Actually, I think I still have a used one here, so just using double-sided tape to put the legend on my journal so I can see it in case I find a drill missing in the future, which has happened. And at least I'll know what DMC it is. So that's going to be too big. So how many colors were in this? 53. I might just do this to kind of get an idea of where to cut. So I'm just gonna... So it's probably not exact, but close enough. Oh, I didn't cut that through. Okay. And Dreamer Designs has like their own code for ABs here. I do have a conversion chart, which a viewer gave me. I can't remember who anymore, I'm sorry. And it's in my shared folder drive, the conversion chart to regular DMC. And my shared folder drive also has a whole bunch of other things in there. So if you haven't checked it out yet, knock yourself out and check it out. Man, I didn't put that in straight. But once it's on here, it's probably gonna just hit the paper badly. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this frame here. It's already been used. But I don't have any more frames. I was trying to find my paint can opener. I've been attempting to buy more frames. This fistbowl frame from IKEA, because they're only like $6.99, I think, for the 40 by 50. But every time I go to IKEA, it's not there. I've even tried buying it online, but it's not available at the time of me trying to buy it online. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just pretty much have to keep doing my go to thrift shops and hope I see it, or a frame, or, you know, buy from Walmart. Okay. So I think I actually used this backing paper here for the other one. Yeah, I did. So what I think I'm going to do is, let's move this to the side. And we will center this onto here, and I'll just use a little bit of double-sided tape to hold it in. Put it in the corners to hold it down. Not like use a whole bunch, but just enough to keep it because I'm not permanently putting on the backing, just enough to hold it up, because diamond paintings are heavy. So I don't know if you've realized that, but they're way heavier than normal, like just a picture. So they can tend to like move down the picture frame if it's not a completely tight fit on the picture frame. So I'm putting on the tape to hopefully stop that from happening. And I only put minimal tape because I don't want it to be permanently on this thing here. So let's hope we don't see any of this. I'm trying to put it on, because I told you it was slightly smaller than the 40 by 50, so let's hope it works. And like I said, I only put a minimal amount of tape, mainly because I want to be able to remove it if I need to in the future. But hopefully just enough to hold it in there. I want to be able to remove it in the future if need be, because you see I've been, I reuse my frames. So let's put that back in there. And let's put that in there. And hopefully none of the cardboard gets seen. And oh, did I put it upside down? Is it supposed to be this way? Oh man, I think I put it upside down because I put it in this way. Can you even tell? Yes, it's upside down. Curses. Curses! Well, we'll see how removable the double-sided tape is. Yep, that's upside down. Oops. So let's see how removable the double-sided tape is. Well, it seems to stick to the paper more than it does the canvas, so. So. And yes, now that's in the right direction. Yep, failure seems to be a thing I do on this channel. Well, messes up, messes. Messing up. I don't edit out my mess ups. So this is a much longer video than I thought it would be. But hey, I did 2 diamond paintings for the price of one video. So yeah, there it is. I could have actually not even shown that I messed up in the what orientation I did, but there it is. There it is, finished. So yeah. Let me move things away so it's more pretty. So that is all I have for today. So, yep. So thank you for watching and happy diamond painting. Bye.